Hey y'all. We're live because I am fired up. If you can't tell by the crazy ponytail and the fun top. Oh, I started talking to myself before it was actually ready. So, hey friend. If you can't tell, I'm pretty fired up right now from my crazy ponytail and this like crazy top. I'm real pumped up. And I'm like spur of the moment hopping on here because I got to ramble about something that's super dupes important. And I'm going to do something a little crazy. I'm going to do something a little spur of the moment, probably a little crazy, but that's okay because that's how I'm feeling right now. I am so fired up. And it comes from having concluded the first round of the Bring Out Your Badass 8-week group program. We had our final call on Sunday and we all had wine, and it was just like this super fun, reflective, just session where we were able to look back and see how far we had come in 8 weeks. So these women that are were in this program are already like freaking cool chicks. I was so like pleased to have gotten to work with them and also to have been able to help them make this huge transition in their fitness and nutrition philosophy kind of perspective. Because one thing kept coming up in the call last night that inspired this live right now, or I guess not last night. The call was on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. I know. Okay. So what that thing was that kept coming back is how they made a successful transition away from that sort of all or nothing perfectionist mindset that in the past had caused them to not be able to make progress, right? So the all or nothing mindset is that whole feeling of when you get started on a fitness journey or like a healthy living journey, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to work out, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to do all the things, and I'm going to get going. And you're going to do all the things. That's the all part, right? And then as soon as you kind of trip up on one of those things, you feel like, oh shit, like I blew the whole journey. I blew the whole thing if I'm not doing all the things. So then you do none of the things. And it's that back and forth extreme, like all in, all out kind of feeling where you feel like, all right, well, I messed up one day or one meal. I better throw the rest of the day or the rest of the week. And what that does is gets us into the like back and forth mindset trap of all in and all out. And you never get anywhere if you keep like jumping in, jumping out, jumping in, jumping out. Like you never make actual progress. So what happened over these 8 weeks is, first of all, they committed to 8 weeks, which that meant that they had to keep going for 8 weeks because I was going to be there keeping them accountable. Also, all the other women in the group were keeping them accountable by being there and being inspiring and being motivating and just supporting each other, which was freaking huge. So we made the commitment to do the thing, to do my processes, the workouts, and the actual stuff of the program, to do that for 8 weeks. Then, so they made that commitment, which meant they were in for at least 8 weeks, right? And then as the program started going, they saw results, which is huge. Because if we start to do all the things and we don't see any results, especially like in the first couple of weeks, it's really easy to just like jump off board, right? So they saw some results. So they knew that the stuff of the program, the workouts and the nutrition, whatever, they knew that it worked. They knew that it was worth coming back to. And then when they maybe, missed a workout one day, or maybe they had one meal that they felt like wasn't the healthiest meal of all time, they were able to look at it and say, all right, like I know how to flexibly adapt this so that I can still get it in this week. I know that I'm still in this for the rest of the 8-week time. I know that I can come back to it even if I messed up one little thing. Because the whole idea is that you're going to put this into action, you're going to stay flexible, and you're going to practice, adapting to what life throws at you for at least this 8 weeks time. And 8 weeks is enough time to be able to kind of have a lot of obstacles thrown at you and be able to come back to the program and come back to staying the path, even if you feel like you hit a couple of roadblocks. Because we all have roadblocks. And, even me, I've been doing basically the program that I teach is my healthy lifestyle that I've been living for several years. But I still have roadblocks, like yesterday I was hungover as fuck and I didn't do anything all day. Literally like burnt 0 calories and didn't track any of my food and really didn't get any work done. But like that happens. And today I'm back to it, which is the practice that I always teach in my coaching programs. And in the 8-week group program, because we're all on each other's sides and we're basically like each other's cheering section the whole time, these women really practiced coming back to the healthy choices and not letting themselves go all out, right? So like you start the program being all in, like 100% motivated, excited because it's new and you're invested and it's just like so exciting. But that motivation, as I talked about before, motivation doesn't stick around. It ebbs and flows, just like our emotions, just like our bloating, just like everything ebbs and flows in life. So when motivation is kind of receding, that's when you come back into, the practices and the staying the course and coming back to those healthy decisions and coming back to the stuff of the program. And so what we reflected on Sunday was that it finally made sense what balance and constant progress forward feels like, which is huge. Because if you're someone who, like, I definitely went through this, and every client I've ever worked with has gone through this, where you're in and you're out of trying different things. I'm going to try this program, and then I'm going to try this program, and blah, blah, blah. The point is, you need to learn the steps forward in a balanced way with a long-term enough commitment that you can keep coming back to it and you can get yourself over that all or nothing mindset, because it takes a process and a journey. And that's why this whole fitness thing is an ongoing lifelong journey. So long story short, not only was I blown away by the physical transformation that these women had in 8 weeks, because like, wait till you see these progress pictures. They are insane. But the bigger picture, long term, I know how to continue taking myself forward kind of growth that happened for these women in these 8 weeks is mind-blowing. I'm so proud of them. I'm so excited to see where they go. I'm so excited that several of them are going to stay on with me in a different capacity to keep moving forward with their programs. As a coach, this is what I live for. And this is what like makes this job and this whole experience just like so moving and worth it for me. So long story short, there is an end to the all or nothing mindset. You just have to have the right components in place and the right support and the right accountability to help you get over it. And I'm going to offer you that. So because I'm so like jazzed about this whole 8-week program and everything that they were able to accomplish, I'm actually going to open up enrollment for the next round. So the next round is going to start mid-May. I'm opening up enrollment for this week only for people who are ready to sign on to have that same experience. So this week only, early enrollment is now open for the Bring Out Your Badass 8-week group program starting in May, which will take you right into the summer so you can feel just amazing and confident and vibrant for the summer of 2020. Yes, obviously we can do at-home workouts, and that is what I really become an expert in because I've been writing them for several weeks now. So it is totally doable at home, and honestly means that you could come out of this quarantine like feeling freaking hot AF going into summer of 2020. So here's the bonus. You sign on this week, you get enrollment and the whole program for the same price as that first round. So I am going to raise the prices when I go to formally launch it in May, but I will enroll you with the first round pricing if you sign on this week only. So along with first round pricing, you also get to get started working on stuff about 4 weeks early, which means this 8-week program turns into basically a 12-week program for you. And the longer you're at it, the better results you'll see. So that's really exciting, maybe a little crazy. Not sure if my business coach would approve of that lower pricing thing, but I don't care. I just want to help you, and I want you to feel as freaking fantastic as these women have felt. They really brought out their badass, and we were celebrating that on the last call. You know, we were drinking our champagne and just like coming together as women to support each other in our like journeys to be our best, which is so freaking important. So I'm rambling on. Long story short, I'm going to leave the link in the comments, and I'm going to post something here in about an hour that lays it all out for you. So you can just like click over to the application page and get that application in, and let's get you on the consultation call ASAP so I can get you enrolled. This week only am I going to offer that lower pricing option. So I'm pumped. I can't wait to chat. I'm going to end this now because I never know how to end these live things. Like, let me do a funny dance and then sign off, whatever. Talk to you soon. You're amazing.